Okay, we're back right now.
We're telling Joseph why he doesn't know anything about rap.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, Joe, is that the rhymes are just a starting point. You take a line like, digging like a shovel-rhymed devil on a heavenly level, bang the bass, turn up the treble. By Snap.
What's a treble?
Treble.
Treble?
What's a treble?
Treble is a musical frequency.
Bass. Treble. Right, so you just say that.
Well, bass, mid.
Boom,
treble.
boom, boom, boom. So you take a line like that, it's sort of pleasingly alliterative, doesn't really make any great strides in terms of, advancing the world's cause through words, but this is a dance floor filler from the early 1990s. It's not regarded as a hip hop classic, but if you hear the line, digging like a shovel-rhymed devil on a heavenly level, bang the bass, turn up the treble, within the context of the song, not spoken by Inchworm here, it's moving, it's electrifying.
Yeah.
Rhyme, just going back to what I said about rhyme illustrating rapper's skill.
Yeah.
If you listen to, say, if you listen to a rap song and you hear failure rhymed with paraphernalia, or
like a rhinoceros,
my skill is prosperous,
and pure knowledge expands from my esophagus.
That stuff there, that just makes you that makes my head explode.
That's the dope flows right there.
I don't think so. I think that is ridiculous because it has nothing to do with each other, and it's just somebody saying like,
no,
oh,
like
no,
a
rhinoceros,
like a rhinoceros, my speed is prosperous. If a rhinoceros charges at you, are you gonna go, well, that's not very good?
And pure knowledge expands from my esophagus. I speak.
Esophagus.
And knowledge.
Speak.
But I think it's silly because it's like saying, oh, I like my blanket, but I also like the things on my chalkboard. And if those two things rhyme, then I think that that's the equivalent.
Well, no. Have you ever witnessed a freestyle battle, Joe?
On movies when it's scripted.
Or take Dr. Justin Warfield recently.
The very definition of freestyle means it's never scripted, dingbat.
Yeah, I know, but I mean on movies.
Take Justin Warfield's recent, not his recent efforts. She Wants Revenge because mediocre corn.
Yeah.
But his jaunts with Bomb the Bass, such as Bug Powder Dust, right?
Great song.
Now, in there, he's making cultural references, bang it, bang it, bang it, bang it, at the speed of light, which is fun in itself because it's drawing in a much larger macrocosm into his little song, but he's also doing it in such a way that it's just really pleasant to listen to. I always hit the apple when I'm going to shoot, so you can call me William Talleridge and Cooper to boot, Mr. Mojo, Rosen on the case again, so tell your mother and your sister's friends. It's just, there's something about beat that is just hardwired into the human psyche. And if you can have beat, but then you can put words to that beat so that you're going concept, it's, sure, when your favourite rock and roll good time guy is wailing and screeching his little heart out and he's talking about how his girlfriend hates him so he's going to cut his wrists open. Well, that's emotive. But I would argue that it's also emotive when you're witnessing a stone cold motherfucker and he's drawing these concepts together eloquently, persuasively, in a manner which uses comparison and reference to further his agenda, his point, and he's doing it all in a way which punctuates itself with a bomb that ties into the rhythm. It's a fucking art form.
Well, see, you're saying this and you're putting it in really musical terms and you're putting it in stuff like that. And if I never heard rap in my life and heard you talking about that, I would think
rap music.
Wow,
that's a good idea.
Awesome. That looks so good and it sounds really good and it just seems like such a good idea and it seems so good and like the rhythms and everything like that.
Yeah.
But when you actually hear it, it's so clumsy and it's like hitting yourself in the head with a rock. Like, you're talking about it being emotive, and you're talking about it being, like, evocative and things like that, and you're talking about it being, like, rock, where you can, actually feel emotion, and it sounds like it's hardwired into your head and stuff like that. And for you, I'm sure you like that. But for me, I hear it, and it sounds like me hitting myself in the head with a rock. The rock's talking to me and saying stupid things about rhinoceroses.
Okay, I think your problem here is that you're associating all rap with the lowest common
denominator.
Bad
rap with
it's like if you
say 50 Cent.
Yeah. It's like if you every day you went to the dairy and ate a pie, but one day you ate a pie and got violently ill, and from that point on, whenever you thought of those pies, you'd think about the violent illness.
It's like
that is how Danny lives.
Exactly. It's basically like I can never watch Judge Street again.
No.
It's basically like, and there's always gonna the thing about rap and the thing about any music, but what you're doing, Joseph, is you're accentuating the negative.
And eliminating the positive.
What
we're saying is that you should perhaps engage in dalliances with Mr. In Between.
What you're looking at is you're looking at D12 instead of Eminem,
50 Cent instead of Dr. Dre.
Exactly. For instance, one of your favourite songs, one of our favourite songs, is that Eminem song.
Obviously, we really like it.
The
Dream On.
Yeah, the one that samples Dream On. Sing for the Moment.
Right.
That isn't one of our favourite songs. I like it, and I've got it on my MP3 player.
We've listened to it a lot.
But I think, this is an alright
Well, I'm sorry
song.
to say, Joe, but that's a rap song.
Yeah, I know, and I think it's alright, but you're going on about it being one of my favourite songs. It's fine, but
It's a song, when I hear it, I think of you. I think of it being one of our favourite songs.
When I hear it, I think of the time we
just
spent
to go
together.
just to go back to that song and to go back to a point you made in your opening statement. You said that it can appear clumsy because they copy other people's music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Johann Sebastian Bach did that. Classical composers all plagiarized off each other.
Yeah.
Long before things like copyright and things were all together, they all lifted whole passages from each other's pieces and reworked them, arranged them into their own style. It's called, in modern hip-hop, well, not so much, it's called sampling.
Or biting.
Back
in the day, it was called variations.
Okay, this is getting way too long. Hold on.
Yeah. Can we have a conclusion? I think we're about ready to wind this up. Joseph,
Yes.
Public Enemies Apocalypse 91, 4 or against?
Against.
Danny?
4.
Tom? 4. No conclusion will be reached.
No conclusion.
Fine, reach your own conclusion.
But I'm still not convinced about rap music, and
That's
I
fine.
still won't.
We're not about solving problems here.
You're...
We're about opening your mind. We can't show you the path. No, we can show you the path, but only you can walk it.
Yeah, sure.
We can't really open that mind. It's fucking Fort Knox over here.